fine, fine, fine. You ever get into an argument and you're like, how the hell did I just get here? Managing your emotions in the workplace. We've talked about a number of issues going on in corporate America currently, but what we haven't dove in too much to is the cause, right? Here's dysfunction and here's what causes it. And at the root of it is emotions. Our ability to handle our emotions on a daily basis is what's gonna predict the outcome of our lives. Today, I'm here to deliver 3 effective tools that you can utilize today to immediately begin to use your emotions instead of allowing them to use you, in order to create a more productive, right, a more wholesome, a more well-balanced work environment where you'll attract high-level talent instead of push away the people that you so desperately sometimes need, okay? Number 1, dealing with your emotions. Dealing with your emotions is a mindset. Whatever we feel inside of here is actually a reflection of what's happening outside of here, right? And what's happening outside of here is a combination of 2 things. Your thoughts, what you think is happening, your perception, right? And what is actually happening. Now, when we combine those 2 things together, it causes a variety of emotions, anger, stress. It could cause happiness. It could cause joy. It could cause whatever it is that you think is coming through there. So the point I'm trying to make here is that at the end of the day, we are responsible for how we feel. But what ends up happening more often than not, when in conversation, in communication, in maybe a reflection, we're more likely to be negative, to talk down to one another, to beat each other down because that's the way we've been taught, versus uplift one another. And more importantly, recognize what's happening within us, take a moment to breathe, seek to understand instead of using those against other people, instead of dumping them on other people. You become responsible over your emotions, because that's going to lead me to the second thing, managing your emotions. This can be kind of tricky, right? You're like, man, you're asking me if I feel angry to not be angry, if I feel stressed to not be stressed, if I feel happy to double down on that, if I feel this, if I feel this. Well, how do I know what I'm feeling? Have you ever been stuck there? Let me give you this monumental tip to become more in tune with your feelings so that you can manage them. And it's called nutrition. Now, here's the thing is, if you were to adopt a plan, right, where you're eating at a specific time and you're eating specific quality foods over an extended period of time, what you'll notice is that your body's gonna start to respond and you're gonna naturally start to feel more hungry. And when you feel more hungry, you become more in tune with what? Your feelings. And what's the number 1 feeling that we get when we don't eat? It's typically anger. We're ready to go out there and eat, right? Rightfully so. That's what we're here. That's part of our existence. So nutrition can be utilized as a weapon to become self-aware, to become self-reflective, and to understand that we are in control of how we feel. If we eat the proper foods, if we nourish properly, we can begin to feel joy. We can begin to feel enthusiasm and happiness, instead of the negativity and heaviness that currently surrounds us. And if you're still stuck there, then let me give you this 3rd and final tip. We talked about dealing, managing, and now we're gonna talk about using your emotions. How do you use your emotions? Exercise. Think about exercise as a conversion process, right? Say here you have exercise, here you have anger, here you have stress, anxiety, depression. You go in, you exercise, you get knocked around, you get tested. You gotta rise to the occasion. You gotta overcome your negativity, your complaining, right? All the demons in your head to make it to the other side. And once you've made it on the other side, you went through this process where now you're like, oh my God, I did it. I can actually achieve something. I can actually achieve a physical result, which gives me a mental result, which now gives me an emotional result. Oh wow, I don't have to sit in this negativity. I don't have to sit in this heaviness. I have a tool, exercise, where I can go manipulate this energy and turn it into something for me instead of something against me. But here's the key, is you can't just do it once, right? It's a repetitive action, okay? You wake up here, you might have to go through here a couple times until you can continually wake up here. And that's a process that if you've understood this video, if you know to this point it's making sense, then you can begin to see the ripple effect, okay? If you begin to deal, manage, and use your emotions, instead of outletting them onto your team, what will begin to happen is this undeniable, organic, natural shift towards strength, resilience, positivity, and infectious action, because we're no longer stuck in complainer mode. We're no longer stuck in the negativity. On the contrary, we are champions, we are relentless, and we are focused. So with that being said, okay, take these 3 tips, these 3 essential life-saving tips, and begin to use your emotions instead of letting them use you.